Hey there, Aquarius. How's it going? Thank you so much for joining me. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And for those of you that are returning, that are back, that are my faithful viewers and subscribers, thank you so much for coming back, for sticking around, because I know it's been a little bit of a bumpy road here with me, guys. But listen, I'm back. I'm here to stay. I'm not going anywhere, guys. And here I have a new reading that I'm calling. I'm not really sure what I'm calling it yet. Actually, I do. I want to call it a Psychic Weekly, but I'm starting off the month of September by just doing it as a bi-weekly reading. So this reading is good from the 1st to the 15th, okay? And then watch out for the second part of this reading, which I'll be uploading closer to mid-September, around the 15th, give or take. But the goal with this reading is to upload it weekly. Yes. And I want to call it a Psychic Weekly, but I can't technically call it that yet because this month of September, it's a bi-weekly reading. It's two-part series reading that begins with the first half of the month and the second half of the month being uploaded somewhere in mid-month. Anyways, I hope I didn't confuse you guys there. Let me just get started with your reading, okay? Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus with the sign of Aquarius. Okay, I need to stop already. Whew, breathe. Too much coffee. I feel so silly. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the sign of Aquarius. What insight, foresight, guidance, revelations do we have for the sign of Aquarius? What's up with you guys? Because I'm experiencing something's happening here, and it's starting with you. Is it stress? Gosh, I feel like there's like a lot going on in my head right now. And then the 10 of Wands is here, and there's somebody really stressing out. What the hell are you stressing out about? That's you. What are you stressing out about? Is there somebody stressing you out at work, or just in general, a person that is like something about them that's stressing you out? Because look, right behind this guy, there's this weird, you see that person looks weird. It's not, come on. You see that? It looks like a puppet or something. Like, there's somebody being annoying. There's somebody annoying you. And it kind of feels like it's on purpose. Is it on purpose? For at least half of you, I feel like yes. Okay. Let's continue. My dear Aquarius, this reading is really good for those of you that are manifesting your hopes, your dreams, and your aspirations. And in order to do that, guys, we need self-awareness. We need to know where are we at energetically, which is going to give us insight, clarity into what position you find yourself in this plan, how close you find yourself to your goal, what you're doing, what you're not doing. Next, we'll be taking a look at any challenges and obstacles that you're faced with. And it's important to know what those things are so you know how to maneuver through them, you know what to avoid. And then next, we'll be taking a look at what it is that you should be focusing on to help you manifest this goal, this dream, and this aspiration. So pretty much this reading is going to help you manifest that reality that you want. There's something you set your mind on. There's something that you're wanting to move in a certain direction, whether at work or in a relationship or in whatever given area of your life, okay? This reading is meant to give you perspective, give you that big picture on how you're doing, what should you not be doing, and what you should be doing to manifest this goal, let's call it. All right, so let me see what's up with Aquarius. I feel your energy, guys. There's something off. And oftentimes I think it's me, but it's like, no, I've been doing readings for a very long time, over 5 years. And listen, I can't deny some of the energy changes that I experience. This is about a love relationship. No way. Maybe this person, that this annoying energy, maybe it's not your significant other. But sometimes maybe it is. For some of you, it is. Gosh, let me breathe, guys. The energy is really scattered. And what was I saying a little while ago? When I the shifts, I have a lot of experience doing readings. I've done, oh my goodness, so many public and personal, all kinds of readings, shamanic readings, psychic readings, tarot readings. And I can't deny what I experience in them. Like sometimes I experience physical symptoms, and that's something that I'm experiencing with you guys, a lot of fleeting thoughts. And it's almost as if it's very hard for me to focus, and there's a lot of intrusive thoughts, it feels like. So this is your position right now, the 2 of Cups and then the 10 of Wands. You're overburdened and you're stressed. And then on top of that, there is a relationship here that is of significance. And the 2 of Cups in this deck, I hope that you're able to see, but maybe not. But that woman's face, I think I moved my desk sometime this week and I didn't realize it, and I'm a little further from the camera than what I like to be. But look, that woman's face in this deck, it really stands out because she looks like this. Look, there's an expression in her eyes that it signals like a tiny red flag. So for many of you, I'm seeing you as the feminine energy, okay? So I'm looking at it from this perspective right now. She's hearing something. In fact, they're listening to a song on the iPod. Does anybody have iPods still? And she's listening. They're both listening to something, but it's like the way it sounds, I feel like let's say you, Aquarius, I don't know, it doesn't really sound, I don't know. There's something about the way this sounds or what this person has said or saying or the way something sounds that's like, I don't know about this. So that's you. That's your present position, guys. Let's continue. Right now I'm hearing which means what? I feel like that is talking about maybe somebody's not getting something. It's not getting the point or something like that. We have the 6 of Wands, the Dundies, okay? Okay, so that's you, guys. Listen, the 6 of Wands says that you are in a favorable position. What does this mean to you? You're in a favorable position, guys, and you're actually winning. What does that mean, guys? It means that you find yourself in a favorable position. It means that you have some sort of advantage. It also says that you are a focal point and that you've accomplished something here. So ask yourself, what have I set off to accomplish at work or in this relationship, in this connection, and whatever, in this situation? What is my goal? Maybe recently, what have I been wanting to accomplish? Do you know that you have been successful at doing that, okay? The 10 of Wands I'm seeing here. So now I'm getting like a bigger picture perspective, guys. I'm seeing a masculine energy that's really stressed out and feeling overburdened. And you know what it feels like? It feels like this person has like, I don't know, like multiple personality disorder. Now, I don't think that they truly have for most of you, majority of you, 99% of you. This is not an actual diagnosis, but there might be one of you, that are dealing with somebody that maybe does have signs, really, truly signs of this. But what I'm picking up from this multiple personality is like, I feel like this person is struggling with how to act. Because I'm seeing that thing there at the back, that puppet or whatever the heck that is. It looks weird. It's not human. It's like weird. It feels intrusive. So remember that energy that I was picking up at the beginning? It felt like, I don't know, it kept shifting back and forth. It might not even be you. It might be this other person that I'm connecting with, guys. And you know what it feels like? It feels like it feels like a personality that just comes and then takes over. And it feels like they're fighting, not necessarily fighting it, but it's become very exhausting. This person is really exhausted. I feel like you are too, though. And I'm just going to leave it at that. This is your present position, guys, as well as the current situation that you're dealing with. I feel like this is a relationship. This is a connection that you care about because it's the Two of Cups, guys. But I do feel like you're keeping a lot of things, I'm hearing, in the bag. You're not letting everything out the bag. So you are keeping certain things to yourself, or not letting and the reason I'm saying that is because there at the bottom, look, this woman has a purse, but we're able to see inside the purse, and there's 2 cups. So I feel like this is a relationship, a connection that's important to you guys. It's important to the both of you, but that's symbolic there. Like, I feel like you're not necessarily hiding, but there's certain things that you're not fully exposing at the present moment. But listen, your position is that of the 6 of Wands. You have some sort of victory at the present moment, and that just means something that you were wanting to accomplish from this situation. You've pretty much have done it. All right. Now let's continue. What's your biggest challenge? What's your biggest challenge? First, let me take a look. What is this? Why I'm seeing the 6 of Wands as you. What has Aquarius accomplished? Why does this feel sneaky? What has Aquarius accomplished? What's the 6 of Wands? Are you trying to stress somebody out? Are you applying pressure? And the reason I say that is because the 10 of Wands is here. Well, look, mission accomplished. And then we have the 9 of Swords. And look, it just confirms. You see, I'm picking this up. I'm like, I don't know. This, hey, you have your reasons too. Sometimes people need pressure, right? Whatever. Let's not get too deep into that. 9 of Swords, there's, again, that masculine energy that is stressed out. This person might even be resorting to self-medicating, or they might be stressing out so much that if they're a drinker, or they might be picking up a drink, or just gonna throw that out there. Maybe somebody likes wine or beer or just alcohol in general. And well, notice I asked, like, what is it that you accomplished? Somebody's stressed out. Somebody's worried. Hey, maybe there's definitely something they need to be worried about. They're thinking, they're exhausted. This is something that is affecting them at work. This is something that is affecting them at night by maybe not being able to sleep. It's causing high levels of anxiety. And gosh, it doesn't feel good at all. I do feel like they're trying to manage, but it's been a struggle. Okay. What is your biggest challenge? What is your biggest challenge, Aquarius? So you're simply taking a look at your current position, where you stand. We can say that your biggest challenge has to do with keeping this going. You're applying pressure. Yeah, you are. You're applying pressure. You're making somebody think. Maybe you're putting somebody was put, maybe, I don't, right now I said you're putting somebody, but sometimes people put themselves in those predicaments, right? Maybe you're just enforcing that. Whatever the case, just seeing this, it gives us a glimpse. It gives us a glimpse, an understanding of what possibly your challenges could be. Challenges already that I can pick up just from seeing this is, what is causing this stress? What's the reason for this person to be in this position? What are they trying to, where do they need to get to? So that would be a challenge. If nothing results from this, right? So your biggest challenge is the Hermit, which makes so much sense, because what's the Hermit? Well, first of all, here we have a gentleman that's sitting down. Oftentimes when we apply pressure, right, on somebody, it's because they need to arrive. They need to learn a lesson or something, right? They need to grow. That's your biggest challenge. And notice that it's a masculine energy here too. Like, your biggest challenge is the Hermit. Okay, a couple of things. Your biggest challenge could be sticking this through, right? Because the Hermit it's like an extended journey. It doesn't happen overnight. It's like an experience. I see the Hermit very closely related to like the Hangman energy, because it talks about an experience, and it takes time. It's a stretch of time in order for you to gain something. So and look, this gentleman here looks like, I don't know if I told you guys earlier. I believe I told you guys how I was feeling, and there's this duh feeling. And this person, I hope it's able to. Their face, it just looks like they're trying to comprehend something. Is it setting in? The Hermit? The Hermit is also distance. That could be your biggest challenge. The Hermit talks about solitude. So if there's physical separation, distance between the both of you, that's a problem. That's a challenge. That's your biggest challenge this time around, as well as allowing somebody I'm hearing, to sit and reflect alone, because the Hermit, again, it's a solitary journey. So this is your biggest challenge, guys. And notice that the masculine energy is alone here, right? And then here, you're doing it. This is a win for you in some way. And look, here they're talking. Maybe there was a talk. They're thinking about that, the Hermit. This is your biggest challenge. Leaving them alone as they sit and reflect on this journey. And listen, again, I keep on having to stress, it's a journey. Miles and miles and miles and miles. I like to also see the Hermit as going on a hike. Have you ever been on a hike? I love hiking, and I've been on some really cool hikes, and some really difficult ones too, that just starting feels exhausting. And oh my goodness, I'm not going to finish until several hours from now. That's going to be tough. So yeah, it's a long stretch, guys. And depending on, I'm hearing, what this hike looks like, it could be easy or it could be difficult, okay? And well, just by seeing what's happening here, what's on my table, let's just say that this is kind of a steep hike, we could say. It's proving to be a bit challenging for one of you, which I'm seeing as the masculine energy here. All right, so that's your biggest challenge, guys. Doing this alone, separation, giving somebody the time, the energy to reflect. And again, you can't force it. You cannot force this Hermit energy, because it's like somebody has to grow. And it happens through an experience. And again, oftentimes these things you have to let them kind of run their course. What the hell am I saying? It's the Wheel of Fortune. What's the Wheel of Fortune, guys? Something you can't control. And then right now I'm seeing like a kid, and I can give this, oh my goodness, I can relate to this in the way of my son, or if you have children, maybe it feels like you're dealing with a child, but you can't force somebody to learn something by, I'm hearing, punishing them. I mean, you can teach them a lesson, but that doesn't mean they're going to gain anything from it. So oftentimes we need to be patient, right? I'm hearing you need to be patient with the Wheel of Fortune. That could be your biggest challenge, right? This is a problem, an obstacle for you guys. Not being able to control the situation. And that could be how fast or how slow or when it happens, how it happens. The Wheel of Fortune says you have no control. So first and foremost, accepting that is a problem. The Wheel of Fortune. Maybe what's happening at the present moment is unexpected for some of you. One, know that there's going to be shifts and changes, things that I'm hearing kind of like a roller coaster. It's up and down, up and down, up and down. And all you can really do is just kind of hold on and know that sooner or later this ride will be over. But it's like, once you're on the roller coaster and once you buckle up and you get secured and they press that button, bye-bye, and I feel like many of you have already done that. You got on the roller coaster, you locked up, they pressed the button already, and you guys are on your way. And all you can do pretty much is just, I can't stop this. I can't get out of this. All I can do is hold on. So that's your biggest challenge, guys. Just getting through the ups and downs and the shifts that are occurring at the present moment and will be occurring. So that's your biggest challenge. So just knowing that, guys, one of the very first things that I will advise you to do is to enjoy the ride. Okay, try to enjoy this as much as possible. You do have control over the situation in the way that you react to it, okay? Which is going to give you the either a good experience or a bad experience. And listen, it doesn't have to be a really bad experience for you, okay? The Wheel of Fortune and then the Hermit. That's your biggest challenge, guys. I'm hearing maybe feeling like you're in limbo again, because the Wheel of Fortune, there's an uncertainty that comes with it, like what, this or that, you know. That's your biggest challenge, guys. So first and foremost, you need to accept, I have limited control over the situation. The Hermit, allowing someone to take a journey, their journey, not personal journey. I'm hearing, and you take yours, okay? So not getting sucked into the situation, guys. Again, you're able to make your experience a good one or a bad one, or it doesn't have to be good or it doesn't have to be bad, right? It could just be an experience, right? So that's your biggest challenge. Now, what is something that you should focus on? Now, this is a very good position, right? Because it tells you, it gives you a glimpse into the things that you can control, the things that you can do that will help you and support you in the present moment, as well as will help you manifest your hopes, your dreams, and your aspirations even further. So we have the King of Wands. This is something that you should focus on, guys. The positive qualities of a certain masculine energy, because especially so with this Ace of Wands, the focus. Okay, first of all, when I think about the King of Wands, I think about a person that is defined by their actions. Okay, and this is something that you should focus on. So it's important to focus, especially with the Ace of Wands that is here, which also talks about action. It's important to focus on the things, okay, that somebody has, the actions this person has taken. The positive ones. It's important to acknowledge certain things that they have managed to do. That's what it is that you should focus on, guys. Actions is also saying actions speak louder than words, because that's the whole thing about the King of Wands. The King of Wands isn't a talker. The King of Wands shows you. So it's important to pay attention and to focus on those things, okay? Especially here where there is talking going on. This is not the time, guys, to be listening to what anybody is saying, okay? It's important to pay attention to actions, how somebody is reacting, what somebody is doing. And what does that mean, guys? Maybe your biggest challenge is the Hermit. So here we have somebody that's sitting down alone. So you might have to disconnect. Your biggest challenge could be disconnecting. I mean, because what you're trying to see is not, you don't need somebody to talk to you or to say this or that. You're trying to see what's important here are our actions, and you don't need to talk to anybody for that. I mean, sometimes you just have to leave them alone. And I'm seeing like a kid in the corner, or you just kind of leave some. This is funny. Like, I'm going to tell you about this. Like, my son has is very prideful. And sometimes when he was younger, actually that wasn't too long ago, several years, just, does he still do it? I think he might still do it, but he doesn't get in trouble as much as he used to when he was little with me. I've never had disciplinary issues with him at school or anything, but anyways, he used to hate apologizing. Or admitting. He still has problems admitting that, he did something wrong. Sometimes I would just like energetically, if I was able to, if I had the energy, I would press him about it. Like, no, you have to admit your problems or this or that. And then he wouldn't do it. And sometimes I would just like, I don't have the energy to deal with this. But other times I would feel like, you know what? No, I have to put my foot down here. And oftentimes he would just sit there. I would have to, I would tell him, no, you can't do this or you can't do that until you admit what you did wrong and you apologize. And sometimes, guys, he just would not do it and he would just accept the punishment. And I would just sit there and be astonished at him like, wow, really, dude? Really? You're just going to sit there and just not do anything? So that's what I was reminded of. Like I'm seeing somebody in the corner and they're just like, no, not ready yet, not ready yet, not going to do it, not going to do it. And, but eventually they budge, they do. Anyways, this is what you should focus on, guys. Actions speak louder than words. Somebody's actions. I feel like that's all that's being highlighted here, guys. Oh my God, look, we have the 5 of Swords. Isn't there somebody up in a corner? Look, corner. And it's the 5 of Swords, guys, which does talk perhaps about accountability. It does talk about accountability. It talks about a person that is having difficulty perhaps accepting something and they, instead act in, they choose to just continue, to not end the conflict, to continue the conflict. They continue to make it worse for themselves. Yeah, there's somebody there in the corner. Actions speak louder than words at this time, guys. And listen, if there's somebody in a corner, again, I keep hearing, leave them there at the corner. Or if they want to leave the corner, that's fine, whatever, again, accepting that I don't have control over the situation. They can roam around. They could do this, they could do that. But you know what? I'm not going to, I don't know, right now I'm here and I'm not going to talk to you until you acknowledge what's happening here, what happened, and until you do something about it. And then next we have the Fool. Yeah, there's something that needs to be cleared out the way, guys. And for many of you, it's not up to you to do that. I mean, you already cleaned up your mess. Now somebody has to bust their own table over here on this side, and perhaps that's what you're having to wait for. And the last thing you want to do is bust the table for them, okay? However that resonates. All right, so now, so that's what you should focus on, guys. Yep. It feels like a punishment. It does. Didn't I get that feeling from the very get-go? But it's not. Maybe they're making it seem that way. Maybe somebody's making you feel that way. Oh, I've been there, guilt tripping. Like, look at what you're doing. You can end this. Yeah, I've been in that predicament with my son where he just looks like he's having a terrible time. And before I know it, somehow he flips it on me. And then I end up feeling bad for punishing him. But he put himself in that predicament. All right, so that's what you should focus on. Okay, one last card, one last message. What is it that you should focus on? We have the Page of Pentacles, progress. Progress, guys, consistency, effort. The slightest amount, guys. Actions is what you should focus on. Actions speak louder than words, as well as recognizing, I'm hearing the things that somebody is doing when they do them right, correctly, right? And consistency is what you should focus on. Progress, consistency, as well as holding accountable, because all the pages have to hold themselves accountable. Because they're trying to progress. There's a plan, there's a goal here. So I feel like what you should focus on as well is this plan that you have, this goal, which I'm hearing needs results. There's consistency as well. However that resonates. All right. Now let's get a closing message from these oracle decks over here, this one over here. My dear Aquarius, if you want to book a reading with me, you can do so by going to the link down below in the description box. It's going to take you to Votre, where you could book a private reading with me. There's a grandmother for some of you that's coming through and saying, I love you. Okay, what was I saying? If you want to book a reading with me, guys, you can do so by going to the link down below in the description box. It's going to take you to Votre, where you could book a private reading with me. This is a great time to book a reading, guys, because I have a big sale going on my website right now, and you can find that link down below in the description box. All right. Aquarius, closing message for Aquarius. Here we go. Someone new is coming. An important new relationship is on the horizon. Open your mind and heart so that happiness can enter your life. Welcome abundance into your life. Prosperity is on its way to you. Have faith that Source will heal your financial challenges. So I'm speaking to those that are having financial difficulties. Do know that your financial challenges will find a resolution very soon, guys. So I'm hearing chin up. Okay, remain positive. Welcome abundance into your life. It's coming. Someone new is coming. An important new relationship is on the horizon. Now, listen, like when I said that, I felt like many of you were like almost had a heart attack. Listen, this someone new is coming. Remember, I told you guys something about like multiple personality earlier. Like there's like two people there, but it's one person. So we could see this as just radical change in a person, a relationship, a connection, just really transforming and feeling like it's new. And maybe that's what you're trying to accomplish here, right? With whatever's going on. An important new relationship is on the horizon. Open your mind and heart so that happiness can enter your life. And then for others of you, know that, sometimes we have to walk away from somebody. Sometimes we have to walk away from. I didn't see the Eight of Cups anywhere, but I did see that Hermit, which could just talk about separating, creating distance. And again, the wheel of fortune says maybe there's no telling. Maybe there is no timestamp on how long this will last. And basically what I'm trying to say here is that, in this situation, there's a lack of control that you have. What you're having to do, I'm hearing, is stick to your plan. You're having to, and I'm hearing just stick to the plan. Know perhaps what it is that you want, or why it is that you're doing something. And I'm hearing, and do it, and then just surrender the situation. Leave it up to spirit, to the universe, to just kind of work on it. And and not close yourself off, guys. Not close yourself off, because oftentimes I do see that, right? You disconnect from somebody, you create distance, and then you're still holding on to that person, and you stop living. Like, don't stop living. Here we have a situation where there's a journey where somebody has to go through some sort of journey before they can, I'm hearing, grow or find this wisdom it is that they're lacking, right? And this is just the experience they have to go through. I'm hearing, don't get yourself stuck. Continue to live your life, okay? And don't close your heart. Don't close your heart up, guys. Because for some of you, I'm getting that here we have a situation where there is somebody else for you, right? I'm hearing there is somebody else. Now, that doesn't mean, oftentimes we think, oh, well, this person is forever. Sometimes, we meet people and it doesn't last forever. I mean, the point here is not stopping your life, continuing, okay, and allowing this. This is your lesson, allowing, releasing this, surrender, and allowing this to unfold. I'm hearing we have no control over our other people's journeys. And how fast or what happens there, what lessons they learn. That's up to them and the universe. I'm hearing in their karma, their life's journey, whatever. All right, let's see. Archangel Michael Oracle cards. Closing message. We have the Swan. Stay balanced in your essence. Stay balanced in your essence. Look at these cute pandas. Stay balanced in your essence. Stay balanced, guys. Swan, demonstrate grace and majesty. I love that. Swan, demonstrate grace and majesty, guys. That's that Six of Wands we saw. Oh, that doesn't go here. Okay, let's get one more card. One more card for my dear Aquarius. Let's get this one. Panda again. Stay balanced and in your essence. Gray squirrel, find new ways of solving problems. Find new ways of solving problems. Okay. Now let's get one last card from the self-care wisdom cards. Closing message for Aquarius. Closing message. This is an extra card. Closing message for Aquarius. Closing message for Aquarius. Let's see, guys. It says mind. Okay. You are the master of your inner world, and you decide how the outer world affects you. You hear me? Cultivate a calm and inner state. If you avoid conflict to keep the peace, you start a war inside yourself. Happiness. Your thinking will either make your happiness or take your happiness. You choose happiness. If you avoid conflict to keep the peace, you start a war inside yourself. You are the master of your inner world, and you decide how the outer world affects you. Cultivate a calm inner state. This is what I have for you. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you. As always, truly, it was an honor and my pleasure. You guys take care, okay? Bye-bye.